Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk again, and we are going to be going live with Damien Saint here in a few moments. I am going to bring on JJ. What's up, Jay?
How are you, man?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
Not bad.
You ready to do some wheeling and dealing here with Damien Saint?
Absolutely, I'm excited about it.
Let's see what kind of stories and answers we can get from him.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so we'll bring him on now. Hey, Damien, how are you?
Good. Did you just mention wheeling dealing? Are we doing hookers and blow already?
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
That's actually, Damien, we reserved that for part 2.
Well, let's get part 1 and get right to part 2.
I hear you. Thank you for coming on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, Damien.
I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. So, all right. So we'll get down right to it. Tell everyone who you are that doesn't already know you, your name, age, hometown, height, weight, all that good stuff.
Okay. Damien Saint, actually from New Lenox, Illinois. 5'11", 210. I lost 5 pounds. I'm happy about that.
Did you take off your wrestling gear? Is that what it was?
I took off my 3-piece suit.
Yeah, there you go. I think you lost, what'd you say, 5 pounds?
Yeah, 5 pounds.
Yeah, you lost, and I probably gained it just by you talking about it.
Well, you keep it then.
Yeah. Awesome. So, JJ, go ahead.
So, what was your inspiration to get into the business? Like, how old are you?
33.
Okay, so was it Attitude Era? What was it that made you want to get into the business?
I remember the first memory I had of professional wrestling was a Monday Night Raw. I think it was 1994, maybe 5. And it was a tag team match of the Patriot and Vader versus the Hart Foundation.
Okay.
And all hell broke loose. And like right then, like I was like maybe 7, 8 years old. So of course that was bedtime at the moment. But of course, you find something interesting, you end up staying up and watching it. And Stone Cold came out. And after that, like it kind of just caught on. It interests me. I was always big about theater as a child. And this was just theater with muscles in front of thousands of people. And so after that, just started watching Stone Cold, and I just fell in love with it.
Yeah. So who broke you in? Who trained you?
Ox Baker Jr. actually trained me.
Oh, okay. Wow. How did that come about?
So I had an old friend who started working with a promotion that was new about 5 years ago called EHF Entertainment. And Ox Baker Jr. was the initial lead trainer. So I started in shortly after they opened up business and started working with Ox and traveling on the road with him, helping him set up and tear down shows, and just always stuck with him. My whole first year, every weekend, I was always at a show, I was always at training with Ox.
Awesome.
All right, Damien. So, what current feds do you work for right now?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a list.
We got time, brother.
First one I would have to say would be Chicagoland Championship Wrestling out of Michigan City, which you can actually find on Amazon Prime.
Oh, nice.
After that, it's Rocket Pro Wrestling, which is in Joliet, Illinois. I also do Pro Wrestling King, Functified Wrestling Federation. I'm going out to Revolution Championship Wrestling, and that's all in the Michiana area. Battle on the Border, which is down around Columbus, Indiana, on the border of Ohio. Those are really the main ones right now.
Awesome. So I don't know if you know or not, but we're from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Have you ever wrestled in Pennsylvania?
I have not, but I did go out there for a one-day camp in New Jersey. I know it's not Pennsylvania, but that's as close as I got.
Gotcha. I was getting ready to tell you, New Jersey and Pennsylvania are two different states, but you got it. So you got to clear something up for us. Me and JJ was talking before you came on. How many hours behind you are us? I said 1. He said 2.
I'm sorry. What was the question? One more time.
How many hours behind are you from us?
Oh, 1 hour.
See, Jay, I was right.
Damn it. Well, I owe you a beer.
I paid attention in school. Obviously, you fucking didn't.
I did not.
All right. Go ahead, Jay. Oh, I'm sorry. Who was the best worker you worked with so far?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Best worker I would have to say I have worked with would be Solomon Stone.
Is he a local indie guy?
What's that?
Is he a local indie guy?
He's up in Michigan. He works Michigan, Indiana, and actually he works down in Florida as well.
Nice. Okay.
But this dude, he's cut, he's built, he can cut promos. He looks like a superstar from the 90s of professional wrestling.
Kind of like
he
me
just
and
looks like the guy
JJ,
you
right?
Go to and watch and pay to watch him.
Kind of like me and JJ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other side to that coin is I always like to say, who's the biggest shithead that you've encountered in the business of professional wrestling?
Biggest shithead I would have to say was this
hashtag
kid.
shithead.
What's that?
Hashtag shithead.
Hashtag massive shithead. Was this kid named Cody Bain. And I met him maybe my first year. And at the main promotion I was at when I first started, they kind of let me work a little bit on my own stories. And Cody had been with them like when they first opened and didn't stay long. But he had like a Brock Lesnar. I cannot talk. He had a Brock Lesnar look. Like he was built like Lesnar, but he was like 5'8". And I saw him. I'm like, this is a size I can definitely get behind, especially as a manager. And man, I got him so many chances at different places, and he fucking destroyed every one of them.
Oh wow!
And then he ended up playing injury, and just walked away.
Wow. So as a follow up to that, who's the most notable vet that you've ever worked with?
You mean like sharing the locker room, or you mean like actually working in a match with them?
Just sharing a locker room. You were booked on the same show.
The Four Horsemen.
Oh.
Which also that day included a seminar with J.J. Dillon and Barry Windham.
Oh. What an experience that had to be.
That was one of the most humbling experiences I've had in my 5-year career so far.
Wow. That had to have been awesome.
It's a moment I will never forget.
Yeah, I bet not.
Jay, sorry, I was somebody was asking a question about the podcast. What did you just ask him?
I just it was pretty much. So would you say that was your biggest accomplishment in your career?
Yeah, I would say thus far in my career, I would say that would probably be easy the top of my top 3.
Okay, so what would be the other 2 then?
The other 2 is I actually got to ref a match with Adam Rose and Aaron Williams, and that was probably one of the best matches I've ever refed. And then the third time would have to be I actually got to spend 2 days with Jake the Snake Roberts, driving him from autograph signing to a show.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you have any stories from that experience?
Where do you even begin with that experience? I would say for Jake, he was probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met for being so long in the business. Extremely humble. The dude will make you laugh nonstop. And the best part is, he will say everything he can to make you laugh, and it's just so fluid. But then he'll stop at a dime and get off track, and he'll go right into knowledge. We spent probably easy 6 hours in the car total across the 2 days, and all it was is constant knowledge. Is either he was trying to have fun with you or he wanted to teach you something.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. All right. So where do you see yourself in 2 years in your career?
Hopefully at least trying out for Impact or AEW.
Awesome. That's AEW is the hot ticket right now, right?
It is. Right now, because I work up in Chicago, and I'm actually a commercial HVAC worker. So I do sheet metal. And so I have a great schedule. It is Monday through Friday, and I always have my weekends off. But I'm finally finished up my apprenticeship, and I haven't tried the venture as hard as I would like because I wanted to protect that apprenticeship. And since that's ending in July, it kind of opens me up to be able to step away for a moment if the money can make it work. And so that's probably kind of been my big thing for the past 5 years, is working towards this moment of July so I can confidently feel I can go and do these tryouts.
Awesome.
So the natural question from two admitted marks like us is, have you ever met or worked with CM Punk?
I have not.
Okay.
I've heard plenty of stories from both sides, good and bad.
Okay, I just thought my fat tongue, an Illinois boy. I thought maybe you would have encountered him somewhere.
No, I have not encountered him, but I actually encountered the group of guys he started in the business with, and I'm actually good friends with them. So
you work with Colt?
No, not that close. I mean, like before Colt, guys like Billy Wack and Mad Mark, even his brother CM Venom.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
So, if you have any regrets in your career up to this point, what would that just one, what would that be?
I would have to confidently say, at 5 years, and even though I haven't been on TV outside of Amazon Prime for Chicagoland, I have no regrets. Everything I've wanted to do so far, I've accomplished. I wanted to be a main event at a promotion that has 500 plus people. I was able to do that. I've met my idols of my childhood and hang out with them and have a beer or coffee with them and just pick their brain, or just sit in the car with them, driving around. I've accomplished that. I piss off people every weekend to where they yell, "Kill the suit." So when I finally do get punched, I know it's going to be the greatest moment of that night for them. I have no regret there.
That's awesome.
If something was to happen to me and I had a doctor saying, "Hey, I know you only manage, I know you only ref, but you can't do anything anymore. You can't even be an announcer. You can't be in the building at all," I think I could honestly walk away, be happy with what I've done, what I've accomplished so far.
That's awesome to hear, man.
Yeah, that's you don't hear too many people say about that. When we ask that, usually there's some people always say, yeah, one or two regrets, but yeah, that's pretty awesome if you don't have any.
My biggest thing was, so I'm 33, about to turn 34. I started in this business when I was 28. And every time growing up, I wanted to get into professional wrestling. Something always happened. I graduated high school. Of course, you're working a job, you're trying to make money, and I started looking at schools around the area, and everything was too expensive. So I put it on hold. I started working better jobs, working jobs I got paid more. Family incidents happened. I had to step away from those jobs so I could take care of family. Try to find professional wrestling I can get into. Again, sidetracked because of the family. I ended up joining the Army, going through that, come back to find out I had arthritis in my back. And I was like, great. I can't be a professional wrestler. But that's when I found out about EHF, and I was like, you know what? I'm actually the youngest of 9 kids. All I know how to do is run my mouth. And I love guys like Bobby the Brain Heenan and Classy Freddie Blassie and those guys. So I was like, let's try it out.
It's awesome, man. And thank you for your service.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Thank you. So now, Damien, is the comes to the fun part. We have a little bit of fun with you. So I'm going to name 10 wrestlers. It could be the big leagues. It could be independent wrestlers, but one-word answers off the top of your head. The first thing that I'll say a name, and you got to tell me the first thing pops into your head.
Well, let's find out after this if I got my ass beat.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Cody Rhodes.
Inspirational.
Bray Wyatt.
Phenomenal.
Orange Cassidy.
Oi.
Storyteller.
Marty Scurll.
Douchebag.
Oh. Okay.
Wait,
MJF.
hold on. Don't go any further. Can I ask why? I'm not in disagreement. Can I ask why you say that?
Just the stuff I heard about him from the past year of scandals. I'm not really going to go into, but from what I understood, he can go fuck himself.
All right. Very fair.
We know what you're talking about.
Right. Striker, please continue.
I appreciate you. Thanks. Damian Priest.
Entertaining.
Colt Cabana.
Underrated.
All right. How about Tessa Blanchard?
Strong.
Chris Statlander.
Not familiar with him.
Chris Statlander, she's on AEW, The Alien, with Best Friends now.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched as much AEW as I would like, so
Right.
I don't know that's over there.
Brother, you ain't missing nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, geez. Here we go. All right. And then the last one, Damien Saint.
Asshole.
That's probably the best answer we've ever got.
That's probably the realest answer you're going to get about who Damien Saint is. He's a fucking asshole.
You fit in right well with us then.
All right, buddy. So how can people find you on social media? Just plug whatever you're doing, please.
So you can easily find me on Facebook, Damien Saint. I have a profile and a professional page. You can find me on there. You can also find me on Twitter or Instagram. That's whatever that handle thing is called is the Damien Saint. I don't know technology, so
neither's JJ, so you're good.
You're not alone, brother. You're not alone.
Good. You know what? You know, JJ, screw this technology. Just go get a couple beers and screw this.
But, hey, listen, I'm coming to Illinois, and we're going to do that.
First round's on me.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
Anytime.
All right. So, all right. How about cutting us a 30-second promo about being on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk?
So let me get this right. You want me to come on, and you want me to do your little fun podcast, and then you want me to cut a promo for you like I'm some sort of dancing monkey? What do I look like? Do I look like, I don't know, Cletus Farmer or Fireball or Jaden Quick around the Michigan area? Do I look like some little freak who's going to put on a little three-piece suit and go, hey, Larry Stryker, look at me? No, I'm not going to do that. But there you go. There's your 30-second promo.
That's great, man. Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy work day and coming on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. and hopefully we can get you on again some other times. Jay usually likes to bring on other guys, talk about predictions for pay-per-views and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Yeah, we like to do predictions or reviews or anything like that. Hopefully you'll come on with us. We could set something up.
Absolutely, be my pleasure.
Or we can even talk about JJ's horrible fucking wrestling T-shirts that he wears every time we do a podcast.
Listen, the Enforcer, how dare you?
Well, last week it was Roman Reigns, for Christ's sake.
And the British Bulldog.
Okay. Let me say this about Roman Reigns. He is probably one of the most underrated wrestlers right now because when he was babyface and pushes babyface, he did not have a choice in that. All he needed was a strong heel manager such as Paul Heyman, and now he's probably one of the most over motherfuckers and getting paid more every single goddamn show.
You're 100% fucking right. Thank you. You are my favorite wrestling personality.
That's what I'm here for.
Striker, eat shit.
So Damien, let me ask you this: are you a WWE guy or are you AEW?
Honestly, I would say nowadays I'm really neither. I really have not watched the product much. I didn't even watch WrestleMania, unfortunately, and I kind of wanted to. For me, there's just certain people on each promotion that I want to watch. In WWE, I want to watch Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, and I love that story. And I love the Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. AEW, I'm always going to love Chris Jericho. And I want to see where this Chris Jericho MJF story goes.
Absolutely.
Hey, so
thanks for interrupting me, jackass.
All right, well, let me continue. So there's a Blood and Guts pay-per-view. I believe it's May 5th.
Yeah.
Would you be able to come on and maybe do a prediction show with us?
Let me just double check my calendar.
I hate to put you on the spot. I apologize.
So then why did you do it then?
Don't worry. I'm a fucking attention whore. It's okay. You said May 5th?
I believe it's May 5th.
Cool. It's Cinco de Mayo. I'll be trash. I'm in.
We'll drink margaritas together.
Absolutely.
So we will we'll definitely be in contact before then.
Okay.
So we got some comments on Facebook. Anthony Fortunato said much respect to you. I'm guessing from serving in the what'd you say, Air Force or Army? Army. So he said much respect to that.
I appreciate that, brother.
And Anthony is a good friend of mine, and he actually likes his favorite wrestler of all time is Ultimate Warrior. And that jackass up there in the corner with JJ always makes fun of him about liking the Ultimate Warrior, but he's a Roman Reigns guy. All right, Damien.
Striker, I'm not really an Ultimate Warrior guy either.
Oh, wow.
See,
I'm more of Jake the Snake.
He likes hookers and blow.
Well, he used to.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, Damien, thank you again. And we will definitely be in touch. And I hope you had fun tonight while we chit-chatted a little bit, and we will talk to you soon.
Sounds good, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Thank you for your time, bud.
Absolutely.
Good night.